Lily. Say, are you still planning on marrying my dear boy Ethan?
Good evening, Mom. It's nice to hear from you. How are you?
Whoa, slow down there, young lady. You and Ethan aren't actually married yet. Calling me Mom seems a little inappropriate, don't you think? Sheesh.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to upset you. Let me just start over. How are you, Donna?
Fine, whatever. Just answer my question, hun. Are you really going through with this wedding?
Yes, I was planning on it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have said yes when he proposed. Plus, our wedding's tomorrow, and…
All right, let me ask you this then. How much money do you have in your savings?
What, this again?
What about your parents? How much money do they make? They better be saving up for their own retirement. Are they in debt? Are you in debt?
Whoa, you really need to slow down, Donna. We've been over this already. Why do I have to share any of that information with you? I am marrying your son after all, so I can see why you're concerned about my financials. But everything else you're asking about feels a little intrusive, don't you think? You keep bringing up my parents. What do they have to do with anything?
I've told you this before. Stop responding to my questions with new questions. All I need you to do is give me your answer, and we're done. Why is that so hard for you to understand?
Well, as I've told you before, we don't have any debt. As for all your other questions, I can't answer them until I know what your intentions are.
Fine. I see how it is. If you can't give me a straight answer, even on the night of your wedding, I guess that's just how it's going to be. I've had enough. Don't even bother. I will see you tomorrow.
Okay, good night, Donna. Hey, Ethan. Your mom texted me again asking about my family's financial situation.
What? Again? Jeez, I can't believe she's still bringing that up. What exactly did she ask you this time?
The same set of questions as before, and the time before that.
I see. Dad and I have both told her it's not polite or appropriate to pry like that. But it just goes into one ear and out the other. I'm really sorry.
It's fine. I'm just glad at least you and Victor have my back.
We need to make sure we keep an eye on her at the wedding tomorrow. I hope she doesn't try to pull anything stupid. Worst case, if she does, I'm prepared to kick her out of the venue.
I really hope it doesn't come to that.
Same here. I'll talk to Mom again tonight. Make sure she doesn't try anything funny tomorrow. I'll ask my dad and my other relatives to keep an eye on her too. I'm really sorry about all of this. My mother making a scene is the last thing we need on our wedding day. I'm glad at least the ceremony went well. You were absolutely stunning.
Oh, thanks, dear. Now we just have to get through the reception. I hope it goes well.
Well, Mom's been pretty quiet so far, so I'm hoping that's a good sign. If she can behave herself for the rest of the day, everything will be good.
The scowl on her face makes me a little nervous, though.
Yeah. She's definitely not doing a good job masking her mood, but maybe she realizes she shouldn't do anything rash? All of our friends and relatives are here too, after all.
I hope you're right. All I want is for everyone to have a good time and for the reception to go smoothly.
I knew it. So you were after our money. You've been exposed, Missy. Ethan definitely won't go through with this wedding now. Oh, how unfortunate for you.
What is your problem? You yanked the microphone out of the MC's hand, then you started insulting me, calling me a money-grabbing gold digger, and then you poured wine on my dress and announced that the wedding was off. How could you do something like that?
Because I had to. You left me no choice. I've been on to you for a while now. I thought it odd that you could never give me a straight answer about your finances. Something smelled fishy. But listening to your father's speech made it very clear to me. You were only with Ethan so you could get your hands on our money. You were so close. You must have been ecstatic about the opportunity to marry the son of a CEO. Well, too bad.
Have you lost your mind? What part of my father's speech could have possibly made you think that? You better have a good reason for interrupting him because that was incredibly rude.
I'll give you 3 good reasons. First of all, He said that you went to a vocational school. Your family must have been so poor that the option of going to college was never even in the cards. Second of all, your father said that he was sick. Therefore, he can't work. So that means when my husband and I met your parents for the first time, he lied to us about working as a cook. And third of all, your mother works full-time. What woman would choose to do that if your family wasn't in need of money? Your mother could have been a stay-at-home mom, but that's not the case. So, there you have it. All the evidence I need to conclude that the only reason you were trying to marry Ethan was so that you could be the wife of a future CEO and take all our money. Not so smug now, are you? You deceitful low-class bimbo. You have no place in my family.
Uh-huh. I see. Fine then, the wedding is canceled. I hope you're pleased with yourself.
I am, indeed. Now, get lost, you beggar. Lily, is it true? I heard that after you announced that you canceled the wedding yesterday, you actually carried on with it as planned.
Yes, we did. We were actually going to cancel the reception and send everyone home after you ruined my dress and my father's speech. But after seeing everything that happened, the staff at the venue felt bad and were kind enough to let us stay later than the time we booked the place for. Fortunately, we were the only couple getting married there yesterday, so they didn't even charge us for the extra time. It was very nice of them to make those arrangements for us. After we watched you practically skip out of the venue, happy as a clam, we carried on with the reception.
I can't believe this. So when Victor dropped me off at the house saying he had some errands to run, he was actually
Headed back to the venue to join us, exactly.
Oh, how dare he do that to me? After I went through all the trouble to expose your true identity. You nasty double-dealing pauper!
Let me set the record straight because it seems you're confused about a lot of things. I don't need you to be making any more presumptions about me and my family.
Confused? Presumptuous? Please, I know exactly what's going on. You foolish little girl. You're still trying to trick me, aren't you?
Trust me, I'm not. You seem to be missing a lot of context because you interrupted my father's speech and never listened to the end of it. First of all, yes, I did go to a vocational school. I chose to go to the culinary school so I could help my dad out with the business.
The business? What business?
You seem to think he works at a restaurant as a cook? Which I guess isn't entirely wrong, but there's more to it. He's the head chef at the restaurant he owns.
I'm sorry, what?
I went to culinary school so I could learn the basics and prepare myself before I started working with my dad at the restaurant.
The head chef and owner of a restaurant? What are you even talking about?
My great-grandfather opened a gourmet Italian restaurant way back in the day, and our family's been running the business for decades. As for my dad being sick, that was back when I was in high school. Thankfully, his recovery went well. He's all better now and works in the kitchen every day.
But he never mentioned anything like that.
If you recall correctly, in the speech, he mentioned the time he got sick. He never said he was chronically ill. Plus, after you left, my dad got to finish his speech, and he made a mention of it. He thanked me for my support and for helping out with things at the restaurant during those difficult times. My dad wrote his whole speech down before the reception. So if you hadn't interrupted him when you did, the fact that he made a full recovery would have come up later in the speech.
I didn't think there was much more to it.
And about my mom and her career, she still chooses to work because she loves what she does. Becoming a counselor was her dream. She loved helping others ever since she was a little kid. She worked very hard to build up to the point she's at today. No matter how much money her spouse made or what job they had, giving up on her career was always out of the question for her.
Huh.
Everyone has different values, and it's natural for people to have different goals in life. But it's not okay to make assumptions about them or insult them because of it.
Fine. I admit that I didn't have the whole story, I guess. But that still doesn't change anything. I doubt your family's making much from running one measly little restaurant. I'm sure it's nothing compared to the massive corporation my husband runs. I still don't have enough evidence to be convinced that you're not after our wealth.
Earlier, you said you had 3 good reasons to believe that I was only with Ethan for the money. But I just explained everything. The assumptions you based your reasons on were wrong in the first place. Your arguments are completely baseless.
Oh, you're just splitting hairs at this point. You think you got me beat with your flimsy argument? None of that matters because you're not marrying Ethan. I won't allow it. He's going to be leading the company after my husband retires. Being with a poor peasant girl like yourself is detrimental to his future.
Lily, I'm so sorry about my mother's behavior. I have no idea what's gotten into her, but it's completely unacceptable.
I'm okay, Ethan. At least you and your dad are on my side. Of course we are. We know you and we know your character. You're a kind, hardworking, and loving person.
Thanks. I really appreciate that.
So, I have something I wanted to talk to you about, and I want my dad and your parents to be there to hear it. Can you talk to your parents so we can arrange a time for all of us to meet in the next few days? Alright, sure. What is it that you want to talk about, though?
I've been thinking about a lot of stuff. About the business, about our future. I want to make the best choices for us. Dad's been helping me figure some of it out, too. I think I reached a decision, but I wanted to run it by you and your parents first.
Okay, I'll check my parents' schedule and get back to you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We'll talk soon.
Lily, answer your phone this instant. What did you tell my husband and son? There's no way they would treat me like this unless you were behind it.
I'm not behind anything, Donna. Victor and Ethan just told me what I assume they told you. Ethan said he wanted to take my family's name and cut ties with you. And Victor said he was going to officially announce that Ethan's cousin Sean will be taking over the company after he retires. Oh, and that he's also planning on divorcing you. At least that's what my parents and I were told. That's all I know.
You can't be serious. Why wasn't I part of this conversation? Oh, unbelievable.
Well, considering the way you behaved at the wedding, I'm not surprised that Victor and Ethan felt they wouldn't be able to have a rational discussion with you. It might feel unreasonable, but I can't really blame them.
This is an outrage. After 30 years of marriage and dedicating my life to being a devoted housewife and supporting my husband while he ran his family's company. What irks me the most is that Victor's telling me that when we split our assets after the divorce, he's going to make me take part of my share and pay you for the damages that I caused at the reception. $50,000! All of his relatives are saying it's only fair, but they're wrong. Everyone's being so cruel to me. I can't stand this.
Mom, I know you're upset, but please, stop taking your anger out on Lily.
Ethan? Oh, don't tell me you're with her right now.
Of course I'm with her. We just brought our papers to City Hall. It's official. We're a married couple now.
I can't believe it.
I took her last name, just like I told you I would.
What have you done?
I'm going to keep working at Dad's company as an employee, but I'm not involving Lily or myself in business operations.
But you're my only son, and you were supposed to take over the business, become the CEO. Do you truly think that what you're doing is acceptable?
I already told you, Sean's taking over the business, not me. And besides, this decision wasn't official until now, but it was practically decided for a while.
What?
You just assumed I was taking Dad's place and made a whole big deal about nothing.
But think of the position that puts you in.
This puts me in a great position, because it's exactly what I wanted. Sean's great at what he does. He's skilled, innovative, and very capable. The company's in good hands with a businessman of his caliber at the top. You may have supported Dad at home, but you have no say in what happens with the company. It has nothing to do with you.
This can't be.
Lily's my family now. I need to go. I'm sorry, but after everything you did at the wedding, I've lost respect for you completely. And I honestly just want nothing to do with you. And as far as your relationship with Dad's concerned, go talk to him about it. I'm sure you both have some stuff to figure out.
Ethan, no. Please wait.
Bye, Mom.
Donna was furious and kept making a fuss, blaming me for everything. But Victor's lawyer told her that she should consider herself lucky that I wasn't suing her for assault or defamation, and that she should be grateful that the family wanted to settle things in a civil manner. I guess that scared her quite a bit because she signed the divorce papers immediately after. I don't understand why she thought what she did at the wedding and her divorce had anything to do with each other, though. because she was nervous that I was going to threaten to sue her if she didn't sign. Either way, Victor and Donna split their assets after the divorce and Donna got a chunk of money. But she had to leave and go back to living with her parents. Bad news travels fast apparently, because all of her friends and neighbors knew about what she did. Donna overheard one of her neighbors gossiping about her one day and punched her in the nose. The neighbor had to go to the hospital and sue Donna for medical expenses, so the money she got after the divorce was completely gone. Her parents kicked her out of their house, and apparently she lives in a town far away now, all alone, working to support herself every day.
Rick, you there? We need to talk. Are you still at work? Anyways, I left the divorce papers on the table, so can you file them with the courthouse tomorrow? That would be such a big help. I'm going to head back to my hometown, but I'm not moving back in with my parents. Now that you know about the divorce papers, I don't ever intend on coming back here. I don't plan on telling you where I'm going. It's also helped a lot that you've been so busy at work. It's given me a chance to pack my things at a slower pace without you noticing. I guess this is it. Have a nice life.
Excuse me, what is with all these messages? Hey, Poppy, you there? I just got back home to find these divorce papers. What is the meaning of this? You've only been married for 3 months, so why are there divorce papers in front of me? This is insane. What made you come to this conclusion?
Oh, would you look at that? You're done with work now. I see. You finished earlier than I expected.
Poppy, this isn't funny. Where are you right now?
I told you before in those messages that I'm not telling you.
I don't get it. What's the reason for you wanting to divorce me?
Because our personalities don't match, Rick.
What do you mean they don't match?
After being married for 3 months and then living together, I started to notice our differences a lot. I thought maybe we were wrong for each other. That was what I was thinking.
But isn't it important for couples to discuss such matters first, before any hasty conclusions? There's maybe some things that we can compromise on, Poppy.
No, there isn't. Then I came to the conclusion that the only way I'll be happy is if we get a divorce.
Is that so? There's nothing you want to try and compromise on?
Nope, nothing at all.
Well, for the reason that you've given me, it's funny that you think I'd be easily convinced to divorce you like that.
I'm sorry, what do you mean by that?
Nothing. I figured this all out anyways. I guess I'll just hold on to these divorce papers then.
Oh, okay. Please file the divorce papers by the end of the day.
Why before the end of the day?
Because from tomorrow, I'll be living with my new boyfriend. I'm almost into my 30s, and I want to have a baby as soon as possible given my age and physical strength.
Alright, so you have a boyfriend already?
Oh, what's up? Why so shocked to hear that? Don't take what I say too seriously. It's just a joke.
Look, Poppy, I don't really care what you say, but thank you for letting me know about your cheating scandal. It saves me the trouble of looking into what you've been doing.
Huh? What does that mean? But I told you I just meant it as a joke. I'm bailing on this conversation. I can see you're getting wound up over it. What is this thing about me paying alimony to you? This must be some sort of sick joke. I was just joking, and now you're trying to find out things about me? Are you for real? I was relieved that I hadn't had a peep out of you in for over 2 weeks, and now this?
Poppy, what are you talking about? Is it okay to say now that I sent a content-certificated piece of mail and its arrival at the house you're living with Joe? I'm sure you also got an envelope with photo evidence inside of your affair delivered to you too, right?
I don't care about that. How do you know about where Joe lives?
I tracked down any mutual friends that we have, and they knew of his address, and they told me when I told them what was going on.
This photo is... When did you take so many photos of me?
Those photos? How can you not remember taking the embarrassing photos of yourself cheating on me?
Excuse me?
About a month ago, you changed your phone model, didn't you? And you didn't realize that you left your old phone on the side of the table when you left the house one day?
Really, I don't remember that.
But for some reason, it was still left to be charged and it had no lock on it. Right after you left and before I messaged you, I looked at the divorce papers on the table, and I thought then and there that my suspicions were confirmed to be true.
Oh, oops. I completely forgot about that other phone. I said what I needed to say at the time, so it saved you the trouble of collecting evidence.
And your point is?
My point is this. It's such a cowardly thing to go out of your way to open up about your feelings over the past 2 weeks to try and get alimony out of me.
I didn't intend to blurt it all out, but since I had consulted with a lawyer and made the right preparations, it took a couple of weeks to organize.
It doesn't change the fact that I was taken by surprise.
I don't think someone who willfully cheated on me should be able to comment that sort of thing. You should have expected that to happen. To make you see how sinful your actions have been, let's look into your lover, shall we?
Look into him? Now wait just a minute.
Your lover is Joe Tillins. He was in the same year as you in middle school and high school. When you were in your second year of high school, you started dating him. However, you discovered that Joe was cheating on you with another woman and you broke up after 1 month of being together.
Can you stop with all this crap, please?
After that whole debacle, you both graduated high school and went your separate ways. 2 months before we got married, you went to your middle school reunion and happened to meet up with Joe again there. At that same reunion, you and him hit it off like old times and really got excited to be around each other. So you skipped out on the reunion and went to the hotel instead.
I get it, all right? Would you please just stop it? I know what your heart's truly seeking. You want your alimony. You must know that Joe is quite rich and your aim is to take that away from him.
That's not it, Poppy. It's got nothing to do with him being rich. I'm just exercising my legitimate rights with being cheated on by my wife.
Yeah, whatever you say, Rick. It doesn't matter how you think about it. Anything you think about is fine by me. I guess I can't help it if you found out these things. I'll ask Joe to pay my share of the alimony so it won't hurt my conscience at all. It's actually cheap if you think about it being an offering of cutting you off from me.
Is that so, Poppy? Well, let me get back to you about this. Just pay me the amount I billed you by the date I stated without any delays.
Yes, Rick, I'll do that. I think that I can marry Millionaire Joe, and it's only a few $1,000s, so it won't be a big expense for me to pay you.
Oh, okay. It seems that Joe has been excluded from his family inheritance because he's not blood related to his wealthy father.
Wait, what? Rick? Rick, what you said earlier about Joe, it was true. Joe's mother had an affair, and he was the consequence of that. Because of his mother's dirty deeds, he's been excluded from his father's will and the family inheritance. His parents got a divorce when he was 19. The only reason why he didn't change his name was because his parents got married and ended up having the same last name. That's why he's still known by that name.
That sounds about right to me.
So, did you know about all of this? You knew when you messaged me the other day.
Well, I did do that quick investigation through his friends, so they had a lot to say. What would you have me do if I were to tell you that?
I would have gone back on my plans.
What's that supposed to mean?
I won't have to pay the alimony if we work this whole thing out. I want to start all over again with you, Rick. If we're with each other, it would be a win-win for both of us, right?
How is there a win-win in this for both of us?
What do you mean by that, Rick?
The fact that you had an affair isn't going to disappear from my mind. So even if you decide to change your mind about all of this, you still need to pay me the alimony. You've caused so much grief, and I would never forgive you for cheating in the first place. Naturally, I'm not even going to consider unraveling this whole mess. Starting over with you again, Poppy, would seem like a punishment to me for taking back someone who had an affair. Once a cheater, always a cheater.
But, Rick, we were a great couple up until 2 weeks ago. How can you give up on your love for me so easily?
It's not about that, Poppy. Are you really saying that considering you're the one who cheated on your husband?
But we had a beautiful wedding ceremony. Surely you remember that amazing day.
But what was the purpose of that ceremony if this was going to happen? Anyway, I have no plan to get back together with you. It's not happening. Please just give me my alimony before the deadline so I don't have to take you to court. I've had enough.
Don't say those things, Rick. Please, you've got to give me another chance. I have no way of paying the alimony, so can you think about getting back together? Because if we do that, we can go right back to the way things were, right?
I have no idea what you're saying. As I said earlier, it doesn't matter if you've changed your mind about me or not. You still owe me my alimony. There's no way you can get away with saying that you can't pay because you've run out of cash.
About that. So my parents are really angry at me for what I did, and they're so angry at the fact that I tried to move back in with them. I got into a fight with Joe, and he told me to move out of his apartment by tomorrow. All I have left now is you, Rick. Please.
I hate really vague conversations, Poppy. I'm not getting into this with you. No matter what you say, you still need to pay me the alimony no matter what. I'm not letting you get away with anything.
But, Rick, don't be like this.
I'm not replying to you anymore. Sort out your own problems and pay me my alimony.
Rick, answer me. I tried to come back home to you. I see there's no nameplate on the mailbox, and the key doesn't fit in the front door either. You seriously didn't move out of this house, did you? You didn't move out without saying a word, did you? Rick, are you going to reply to me? Didn't I tell you that I only have you to rely on? If you moved without telling me, then we won't be able to get back together. Rick, don't ignore my calls and messages. Answer me. You've got to be kidding me right now, Rick. I went to see if you were at your parents' house, and my father was there. He put me in the car and is taking me somewhere. I bet so much right now that you're at your parents' house right now. No? I came here because I couldn't think of what else to do since you weren't in our house. Why is this happening? Why won't you help me out? If you've gone back to your parents' house, you know that you'll not be able to see me anymore. Are you fine with that, Rick? Rick, answer me! I'm so sorry! Don't leave me on my own. Why do you have nothing to say to me? You've not even read a single one of my messages. I want to be with you.
I was able to see that Poppy went over to my old house and that she would go to my parents' house next. When I asked my ex-father-in-law to come and collect her, he was like, boom, we got her. At a later date, Joe decided to wire me the alimony. I thought that he would be too naive to do this, but I heard that he borrowed money from his ex-father on the condition that he would be permanently exiled from the hometown. Poppy, on the other hand, I asked her why she's complaining about paying alimony. Surprisingly, I discovered that she had a large amount of debt, so she ended up having to carry debt and alimony on her shoulders. The total amount was said to be about $600,000. She works multiple jobs to help pay her dues while her parents manage her salary. It seems that she's living a hard life, both mentally and physically.
Hey, Randy, you have a bit of time to talk?
Hey, Susan, what's up? Sure, no problem.
I just wanted to confirm the details for tomorrow's wedding, just in case.
Yeah, no problem. Tonight we stay at our respective parents' homes, and we drive over there the first thing in the morning. We end from the church at 8:30. That was the plan, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Alright then. See you tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I look forward to it. Hope I can sleep tonight.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, you're that girl. Susan, was it? I'm Linda. Is it true that you're gonna marry my babe, Randy? Are you serious?
What the hell is all this about?
You know what you are? A sneaky little snake. You stole my guy from me. I've known Randy for a super long time, way more than you. We've been friends since grade school. Did you know that? We were made for each other. We were born to be together. It's always been this way. Our love is forever binding. Nobody come between us. But then you come along. What the hell is this? Why are you guys getting married all of a sudden? This was not the way it was supposed to happen. Randy is mine. Today's wedding is for me and Randy. You are not welcome. I assure you, Randy is not gonna marry you. I'll make sure of it. You guys are in the midst of this fake wedding. I see that you arranged a poolside buffet. That was my idea. I always talked about having a poolside wedding ever since we were kids. Hold on a sec. This kind of proves that Randy had me in mind. Yeah, this is 100% proof that he wanted to marry me. Randy, don't worry, love. I will do all I can to rescue you from the clutches of that witch. Just you wait and see. I will never give up until he's mine forever.
Hey, Susan, we need to talk.
Randy, yeah, right.
Are you okay? I mean, after that incident.
Yeah, I sprained my ankle.
Seriously?
This stranger came out of nowhere and pushed me into the pool. I lost my balance and twisted my ankle.
Oh my god, are you okay?
Well, it wasn't too bad. Not broken or anything. Went to the hospital and got it checked out. A little swollen, but I'll be okay.
Well, that's a relief at least. Just glad it was nothing life-threatening.
About the wedding. I left so suddenly and just left everything up to you. How did it go?
Yeah, well, we couldn't very well continue with the ceremony. How could we without the bride, right? I decided to cancel the whole thing and ask everyone to leave.
Yeah, I figured as much. I guess you had no other choice.
The main problem was that stranger who pushed you. It happened so suddenly, and with all the chaos, this person just disappeared. The cops are still looking.
Seriously?
According to witnesses, the person is definitely a woman, but she was wearing a mask and hoodie, so no one got a look at her face.
Yeah, had dark sunglasses on too. I couldn't get a make on the face. But there is something else.
What is it? You have suspicions about who it might be?
I only just checked the line messages on my phone. It was just before I was pushed as I was standing by the poolside, but I got a weird text from this girl named Linda.
Excuse me? Did you say Linda?
Apparently she's some childhood friend of yours. Says she's known you since grade school.
Yeah, she was my neighbor at my parents' old house. We moved some years ago, and Linda lived there. She was a bit younger than me. Actually, I don't know her that well. As a matter of fact, her brother Jim was more of a friend. We hung out a lot, since grade school. Jim and I would go out all the time, and his little sister Linda would always try to tag along.
I see. That's how you know her, huh?
But you don't know her, do you?
No, this is the first I'm hearing about her. I wonder where she got my line ID.
Yeah, that is kinda creepy.
I'll send you the text she sent. Look it over and see what you think. I know she's a childhood friend and all, and I hate saying this, but reading her text, she sounds a bit, how do I put it, erratic? To be honest, I'm starting to think that maybe it was her.
Oh my god, you think? Alright. Anyway, the fact is someone threatened you and attacked you. Maybe it would be better if you stay at the hospital for a bit longer. You know, just in case. I feel it may be safer under the circumstances.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe that would be the best option for now, at least until we know more.
My folks will take care of things over here, so I'm headed over there right now. I'll read the line messages from Linda on the way there, and we can discuss it.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good. I also wanted to verify something with the company about Linda.
Pardon me, your company? What's your company have to do with any of this?
Yeah, I had my suspicions and asked my assistant from the office to check out some files. The IT people can also check out her line ID. Just a hunch, but I wanted to make sure. Once I verify it, I'll explain everything.
Okay, no problem.
Hi, Susan. Did you learn your lesson? My little scheme went according to plan. Your little wedding plans went down the drain. I told you I would not let it happen. I had to disappear, but my plan worked. I saved Randy from your death grip. Once you're gone, I can step in and marry my love. All you suffered was a sprained ankle. You should be grateful it wasn't something worse. Hey, wait a sec! Seems like kind of a waste to just cancel that wedding today. I mean, think about it. I always wanted to have a poolside wedding. Randy and I always talked about it. Maybe I should contact Randy and go ahead with the wedding. With me, of course. I bet Randy planned this whole wedding from the very start with me in mind. I know it. He always loved me like that. Oh yeah, I already have a wedding dress ready, so no need to borrow yours. How could I even think about wearing the dress of someone who tried to steal the love of my life? Yuck! Boy, oh boy, luck has really been on my side recently. I'll be graduating from college this year, so finally finishing up my thesis. My life is moving along nice and smooth. Now all I need to do is top it off by marrying my love, Randy. Then next comes our baby.
Hey, Randy, you there? This Linda character, she's definitely kooky. Actually, I'm getting a bit scared.
Huh? What happened?
I got a line message from her again. It seems she's admitting it was her who knocked me into the pool this morning.
I see. Alright. I'm almost there. We'll be there in 10. If you get a message from her again, just ignore her until I get there.
Okay, hurry, please.
Hey, Randy. This is your lover, Linda. How are you? I bet you're wondering where I got your line ID. Your grandma was nice enough to give it to me. She always liked me. I was able to get that snake Susan's line ID from her, too. I waited so long for this day to arrive. I'm finally gonna marry my love. Thank you for waiting for me, Randy. After you moved away 7 years ago, wow, it seemed like ages ago, I longed to see you again. You know what? I wish you would have talked to me before you decided to marry that little tramp. I mean, we've known each other since grade school. That's the least you could have done. If I had only known sooner, I would have ended that relationship before it even got started. But I was glad I was able to get the news on time. I hopped on the train and rushed over there. Saved you in the nick of time.
So it was you that pushed Susan. You do know she was injured.
Randy, my love, I knew you wouldn't forget about me.
Excuse me? Forget you? You've been texting Susan all day.
Yeah, but that really hit home. She'll back off after that. Hey, Randy, where are you right now? I must admit that the whole thing got way out of proportion. People think I'm some sort of crazed stalker or something, so I'm lying low for now. Randy, could you do me a favor? Could you come and pick me up and then explain to everyone that it was one big mistake?
You're saying this was all just one big mistake? That's what you want me to tell everyone?
Yeah, I only did this to save you from a loveless marriage. I did you and your family a huge favor. Don't you get it? You could explain that way to everyone. You know, just tell everyone that it was me that you wanted to marry all along. I'm sure everyone will go for it. I mean, why wouldn't they?
Hey, Linda. We haven't seen or even talked to each other for the past 7 years, right? So, where did all this come from? This whole thing about us getting married? This is the first I'm hearing about this.
Because I received a message from you, that's why.
A hidden message?
Well, first off, the date of the wedding. I know you're aware that it's my birthday this month, so I know you arranged the day of the wedding with my birthday. I'm so grateful that you remembered. And another thing that I confirmed, that you arranged a buffet-style reception by the pool. What we always talked about. I knew right away that you were sending a message. I went to a friend's wedding about 2 years ago, and they had the same sort of setup by the pool, and I've been obsessed about having a wedding by the pool ever since. And what do you know? You remembered and made my dream come true. I can't thank you enough, Randy.
Yeah, right. Actually, I could think of better ways to convey a message, to be honest.
I bet you knew right away that I would notice. So, where are you now? I knew you would come around. You're coming to pick me up then? I'm checked in at the Berkeley Hotel downtown. You know, the one near the airport. Apparently there was a sudden cancellation for one of their suites. They gave it to me for the price of a single room. After our marriage later today, we can stay overnight in this beautiful suite room. This is gonna be great.
Okay. Could you wait for me at the park nearby? Jefferson Park is right across the street, right?
Excuse me, the park?
Yeah, it's just across the street.
Oh, yeah, I see it from my window. Nice little pond in the middle. Shall we meet at the little gazebo?
Yeah, right. Wait there. I have a real big surprise for you.
A surprise? Seriously? I'm so happy! Okay, I'm headed out the door right now. Don't be late, Randy. Susan, pick up. I know you're there. This is all your doing. I know it. Where did you take my Randy? He was supposed to pick me up at the park and we were supposed to have our wedding. So why are the police here? Did you call them?
Now, why would you contact me instead of Randy? You really are screwed in the head.
How dare you? Are you calling me crazy? A little thief like you is calling me crazy?
I heard you ran into the woman's bathroom at the park entrance.
I'm not coming out of here until Randy comes to pick me up.
Hey, Linda, wake up. I mean, you're about to graduate from college, right?
Excuse me?
You have enough credits, you finished your thesis, your application to a major corporation has been accepted. You have a bright future ahead of you. Do you really want to throw it all away?
Huh? Why do you even know any of that? Oh, I get it. All you're interested in is becoming a housewife. Is that right? Well, just my luck because Randy's grandma said he prefers independent, career-oriented women like me. He has no interest in having a boring housewife. That's why I went to college, because I didn't want to be like you, a lame, stay-at-home wife. I figured I'd become a businesswoman and become Randy's respected wife.
Oh, really? Well, then this is going to be even more disappointing for you.
Huh? What do you mean by that? What are you trying to say?
Okay. Your application to our company has been terminated.
Pardon me?
Maybe we need to reassess our recruitment program. But I'm glad we caught your application in time. I don't know what would have happened if we had hired you.
Huh? What are you even talking about? You have no right digging into my affairs.
Hello, Linda.
Randy, finally! Hey, what's going on here? The police are out here. They're trying to arrest me for some reason. I have no idea what's going on. Please help me out here.
It was me who called the police.
Huh? Excuse me?
I told you there was a surprise waiting for you.
Wait, what? The police? Was your surprise?
You completely ruined my wedding today, and you injured Susan. How could I not call the police? But calling the police is the only start.
Wait, pardon me? Ruined your wedding? I rescued you! We're going to have our wedding today, right? You're coming to pick me up, right?
I'm not going to marry you! Are you nuts?
Wait a sec. What?
There's a lot I want to say, but this I will say right now. My wife is Susan and Susan alone. You have no place in my life.
Excuse me? No way. Did you hit your head or something? You got this all wrong. She's not your wife. I got your message, Randy. You were calling out to me, right? It's okay. You can be honest, Randy. You love me, right?
You're talking about the poolside buffet and your birthday at that crap, right?
That's right.
Well, that was just a coincidence. I had no idea it was your birthday. How am I supposed to know that?
Hold it a sec. What?
We just decided on that date because of our work schedule. Now's the only day we're both available. The poolside reception? That was Susan's idea. I had nothing to do with it. It wasn't as if I was making your dreams come true or anything.
Really?
Also, you don't have any inkling about the damage you caused, do you?
What are you talking about?
Susan just told you they terminated your application to the company. They were going to hire you.
Yeah, what was that about? What's this have to do with my getting hired? Did you tell her about the company I applied to or something? Yeah, it's true that I got a letter from the Brown Technologies that I will be hired after I graduate, starting in September. Anyways, what'd she have to do with any of this?
Don't you even know the name of the CEO who runs Brown Technologies?
Excuse me, the CEO of Brown Technologies?
She had her assistant check with HR regarding their new hires and found you on the list.
Wait a second. Say again?
Well, here's what happened. The company went and hired you, and as a token of your appreciation, you pushed her into a pool and entered the CEO of the very company that hired you. And then ruined the whole wedding. Go figure.
Are you for real? That little thief is the CEO of Brown Technologies? No way.
You still can't believe it?
But how could she be? It doesn't make sense. We were supposed to get married. I waited 7 years for this. I loved you all these years, and I'm sure you have too, right?
Sorry to break your bubble, Linda. I have never loved you. I hardly even know you.
How could you say that? Don't you remember that incident 7 years ago on the day you moved away?
What are you even talking about?
The letter! The letter I left in your mailbox! I wrote that we would get married once we grew up.
A letter?
I also wrote that if you weren't interested, that I wanted you to write back and tell it to me straight, but you never replied. That's why I've been waiting for the past 7 years.
Hold on 1 second, Linda. I have no idea what you're talking about. I've never got any letter.
Pardon me? That can't be right. That day is as clear as day. It was the 2nd of September, Sunday morning. It was raining outside. I wrote my feelings toward you. I laid it all out for you to see and left it in your mailbox. Don't tell me you didn't get it.
Sorry, never saw it.
You're kidding, right?
But I do remember that rainy day. The day we were supposed to move out. The weather forecast said it was going to be worse, so we decided to move out on Saturday. The day before the rain.
Excuse me? You guys left on Saturday? Nobody told me that.
Yeah, my mom contacted all of her friends. I remember a bunch of people coming over to see us off.
Really?
Yeah, my mom said she went over to your house, but you were too busy watching your favorite variety program and wouldn't come out to say goodbye.
No way. That can't be right. I don't remember any of that. You're making it up.
Well, it's the truth. There's nothing you could do about it. As for Susan and I, we already got married 6 months ago. Today was just a reception.
Are you serious?
Yes. And just come out of the bathroom, would you? Let's end this whole charade. I really don't have time for this.
But what about me? What am I supposed to do now?
Just come out. The longer you stay there, the more trouble you're going to reap on yourself. Just come on out, Linda. It's over.
But I was only trying to...
Hey, Susan. How are you holding up?
Oh, hey, Randy. I'm doing okay. Just recuperating at the hospital. Actually, I'm getting a bit bored. My assistant has worked things out at the office, so no problems there. But I should be getting back pretty soon. After all, I am the CEO.
And Linda gave herself up too, so no more worries about her.
Yeah, sorry to hear that. Guess she brought it on herself.
I heard she was going to be suspended from college for what she did. A shame, really.
I see. I guess there was no other option.
Oh yeah, my grandmother contacted me yesterday saying she was sorry for all the trouble. You know, giving Linda our line IDs and all.
Really? What's that about?
I didn't know about it either, but apparently Grandma kept in touch with Linda after we moved out 7 years ago. As a result, she was able to get our line info, I guess. Linda kinda talked her into giving her our line contacts. She was on the verge of tears. She couldn't stop apologizing.
Really? So that's how she was able to contact us.
Grandma says she wants to apologize to you directly. So could we all meet up in the near future?
Yeah, no problem. I'll contact her too and assure it was not a problem.
Yeah, good idea. Thanks. I'll stop off at the hospital after work. See you then. Oh, yeah, and we have to talk about arranging another wedding reception soon.
Okay, sounds good.
Is there something you need? I could pick something up on the way there.
Well, maybe you could pick me up a book of crosswords?
No problem. The latest one, right? The one you were talking about the other day?
Yeah, that's the one. Can't wait to get started on it.
Alright then, back to work.
See you later, Randy. And thanks. As for Linda, she was cooped up in that restroom at the park for several hours. It got so out of hand that the police cordoned off the whole park. She eventually tried to escape through the back window and ran into the woods nearby, but the police caught up with her in no time. She was charged with battery. Not only did she injure me, but also knocked over one of the staff members at the reception. She now apparently has a criminal record. Linda isn't currently in her best of circumstances when it comes to family support either. Her parents are divorced and living apart. Her brother is currently living and working overseas. And her grandparents? Well, they moved into a senior citizen home long ago. On top of not having any family support, she has the added burden of paying for damages and compensation for the victims like myself. I also heard she had previous debts that she was obligated to pay. Her future really does not look very bright with a criminal record and all that debt hanging over her head.
Hi, Marcia. You're finished with the work and have already left the office, right? Come to the high-class restaurant Wadai Tea, right? Now, please. What? You know where it is, right? Oh, yes. The owner of Wadai Thai is my friend of mine, so I know where it is, but why are you suddenly inviting me to dinner there, Mrs. Willis? I just happened to be able to get reservations there, so I thought you, me, and Alexis could go to dinner there. Is that so? What? You sound like you want to say something. Well, I just thought that it was strange of you to invite me like this to dinner. You know, I have allergies, right? It's fine. Just hurry up and come. Alexis is already here with me, and we're about to enter the restaurant. What? Really? The dishes aren't going to be served if everyone isn't here. I'll be there as soon as possible. Just hurry up. Hello, Mercedes. Long time no see. It's me, Marcia Willis. I just arrived at Wadai Thai earlier ago, but I was led to a different room than my associates. I was then told to contact you, Mercedes. Long time no see, Marcia. We haven't met since the middle school reunion party, right? Sorry for having to do this by text. I needed to visit my parents' house on urgent business, and I'm currently on the bullet train. It's all right. You were probably surprised to suddenly be contacted by me, because even though we were classmates, we weren't exactly that close. Oh, well, I was a bit surprised, but I knew you were the owner of this restaurant, Wadai Thai. I guess that it has something to do with the fact. Yes. Why was I led to a different room? I was supposed to have dinner with my husband and his mother here. I can hear my mother-in-law's huge voice, so I know she must be nearby. Marcia, you need to get out of here as soon as possible. What? You see, the reason I had you led to a different room was to temporarily hide you from your mother-in-law. Hide me? It seems your mother-in-law is trying to use the fact that you're allergic to crustaceans to put you in the hospital. Huh? One of my employees happened to overhear your mother-in-law on the phone while she was in the corridor. She was probably talking to a friend of hers or something. She's going to mix some crab soup powder in your food to make you have an anaphylactic shock and send you to the hospital. Then she plans to persuade your husband to divorce you by saying a woman as unhealthy as you won't be able to produce healthy offsprings. What? Our restaurant offers to remove any ingredients that our customers are allergic to from our dishes, so we were as careful as possible to remove any crustaceans today when we heard that you were allergic to them during the reservation. Excuse me, but did you only remove crustaceans from today's dishes? What? Yes. Were there any ingredients from the gourd family used? Yes, I think cucumbers and pumpkins were going to be used. Are you still not here, Marcia? We couldn't have waited any longer, so he had to bring them out just a few dishes. Hurry up and come. Don't eat that. What? Marcia, what's the meaning of this? You just barged into our room, forcefully took Alexis with you. Explain yourself. You just ruined our dinner at a high-class restaurant. Alexis is allergic to foods from the gourd family. What? It first started a year ago. I'm pretty sure I told you this already, Mrs. Willis. What? Didn't he just say actually me too when he found out about your crustacean allergy just to be nice to you? Besides, there's no way Alexis, who I raised to be a healthy child, has allergies. He's not like you who can't eat crabs or shrimp. It doesn't matter. We're not going to be having dinner with you at Wadai Thai anymore. What? Why you? Do you understand that this is a high-class restaurant? Do you know how much I paid for this? If you're unhappy, you can ask me to pay for all the expenses. We're just not going to be going eating anymore. Hold on, Marcia. Good morning, Marcia. How's your husband feeling? It seems that pumpkin was used in one of the sauces in the fish dish that we brought to your husband and his mother. I heard that he ate a bit of it. I'm sorry for having to make such a commotion yesterday, Mercedes. I brought him to the hospital for one night just to be safe, but thankfully, the allergic reaction was only a light one. Apparently, he noticed as soon as he put it into his mouth and spit it out, which was extremely fortunate. I see. I'm glad nothing serious came out of it. It's just a shame that this had to happen when you came to our restaurant as a customer. How should I apologize to you? Wadai Thai didn't do anything wrong. Your chefs removed all crustacean ingredients from the dishes just like they were told to. My husband also understands the situation and is saying that the restaurant itself is not at any fault whatsoever. Please don't be too harsh on yourself about it. Thank you. I, on the other hand, am extremely sorry for the behavior of my mother-in-law. If you want to do anything about the incident, then don't care about me or my husband and do everything you need to. Yes. We're going to be contacting your mother-in-law later on about this incident. Marcia, I was banned from ever going to Wadai Thai again because of you. I did a bit of asking around and apparently you're an acquaintance of the owner there. You probably told them some ridiculous lie about me, right? I'm honestly disgusted. Why did Alexis have to go and marry such a horrible person? This is divorce, I say. Divorce. I'm going to convince Alexis to divorce you. So at the end of the day, all you wanted was a reason for me and Alexis to get divorced, right? What? You were going to mix some crab soup powder in my food and cause me to have an anaphylactic shock, sending me to the hospital. Then you were going to tell Alexis such an unhealthy woman won't be able to bear healthy children, divorce her right now. This was your plan, right? What? Why? Apparently, one of the employees at Wadai Thai overheard you on the phone while you were talking to one of your friends in the hallway. I was being overheard? Well, you do have a huge voice, Mrs. Willis. If you were asking as loud as you usually do, then people would have heard that you were saying even if they didn't want to. I guessed as to who you were talking to on the phone, and apparently they told you that you were going too far, but you just ignored their cautions. The restaurant as well, they removed all ingredients with crustaceans in them just as they were told, but had you mixed crab soup powder in the food just as you were planning to do. Then you wouldn't have just ruined all their efforts, but you would have disrupted their business as well. Had you succeeded, the restaurant would immediately lose its reputation. Do you understand that this could have gotten a lot more serious than just the divorce of one person? That's an exaggeration. But is it really an exaggeration? But there's no way my son has allergies. Because of your strange confidence that there's no way my son has allergies, you failed to take any precautions. That's the reason why Alexis had to be sent to the hospital, no? His allergic reactions appeared as soon as we left the restaurant, so we went straight to the hospital after we left. Luckily, nothing serious came out of it since Alexis noticed as soon as he put some of the sauce in his mouth and spit it out. But who knows what would have happened if he hadn't noticed and ate all of the sauce. You're lying. It's a lie. There's no way my son has allergies. I heard that one of the main reasons your husband divorced you was because you had this ridiculous pride in the strangest areas. What? After what happened yesterday now, I know what he meant. It seems that whatever I say to you is going to be a waste, so goodbye. Marcia, your apartment is completely empty. I asked your neighbor and they said that you moved the day before yesterday. What's the meaning of this? Huh? Did you come to our apartment or something? Didn't Alexis tell you that he didn't want to see you for the time being? You probably told Alexis some of your lies, right? His allergy to plants from the gourd family is probably just something in his head, and he's coming to actually believe after you telling him this and that. which is why I brought him some roasted pumpkin and some pickled cucumbers. You what? He should be fine if he eats his mother's food and he's so familiar with. I'm so glad we moved. What? It was a mess since everything was so sudden, but I'm so glad we moved. What are you saying? I was just thinking about my son's happiness and health. Is that so? If that's your idea of making Alexis happy and healthy, then I'm afraid we're left with no choice but to cut ties with you. Cut ties with me? Isn't it enough for you just to disappear, divorce Alexis right now, and get out of our lives? I'm afraid what you're saying is impossible. Give me back Alexis. I'm currently pregnant. What? It's Alexis' child, of course. Is that so? My grandchild? If that's the case, then I'll be so kind as to live with you too. I'll forgive all your disrespectful actions towards me until now as well. Do you still not understand? What? My grandchild is going to be born, right? Make sure you give birth to a boy, alright? He needs to look like his father, Alexis. Of course. He also needs to be healthy and have no allergies just like his father. Do you understand? So you really don't understand. What? All this rate, you're going to kill all of us, the whole family. You scare us, to be honest. It seems that cutting ties with you is really the only option. Marcia? It seems Alexis has already blocked your account. What? I'm going to block you as well. Marcia? If you'll excuse me then, goodbye. My mother-in-law probably knows how allergies work, but due to her own strange pride and beliefs, she's probably unable to see reality as it really is, and has distorted view of it. This is what my husband said. Anyways, our child is going to be born soon, and we decided that having her anywhere nearby is dangerous. We moved to a monthly apartment as a temporary solution before we decided on what we want to do from now. By the way, my husband works from home, so once my quest to companies to move to a different office is granted, we plan on moving even farther away. Then being close in that case, my mother-in-law is now all on her own. My husband says that we should talk to our relatives about this and put her in some sort of facility so that she doesn't harm anyone ever again. The day when she meets her son she loves so much and her grandchild may never come.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.